Hello, people. Welcome. It's the Psychic Fashion Show Experience. And as you can tell, I've got a fabulous guest with me this evening, Nicole Berke.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
A newbie in Boston.
Yeah, and just moved here in September.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And you're loving the traffic.
I'm definitely not a city driver, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No way.
Does it bring you to tears?
Yes.
It does. It did that to one of my friends.
Definitely panic.
So Nicole's here because she's I heard her play the other day and just was like blown away. And as you can see behind, we have some musical equipment, and she's going to play for you and for me, and you're going to love it, and because I know I do. And but I want to find out a little bit more about your background and what you're doing. And so I know you're from the burbs.
Yes, the suburbs.
But you spent time out in Amherst.
Yeah, I went to school at UMass Amherst for the first couple years for, I'd say, like 2 years or so. And now I came here, and I'm going to UMass Boston.
Oh, you are?
I kind of went through this thing of trying to figure out, do I want to do music with school? Do I want to do something totally unrelated, or do I want to do something kind of in the middle? So I ended up kind of on the line of something totally unrelated, but I'm a sociology, psychology major at UMass Boston now.
Okay.
And
That's good for writing lyrics, isn't it?
Well, down the line, I'm thinking of doing some music therapy stuff, which is kind of unrelated to the music that I do personally, but in a way, it connects to, connecting with other people. And
Well, I actually think it's a good idea because if you have to make a living with music, it can be hard.
Yeah.
But if you are able to make a living and have music as your joy and inspiration,
absolutely,
that's.
And especially because music has always been, therapy for me, or something that's helped me through tough times, and it's incredible, what it can do for people.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool! I like that. That's it's a lofty goal.
Yeah. Well.
So you kind of honed your style out in Amherst, or have you been?
I've been doing it for a while, actually. Both my parents are musicians. They both went to Berklee College of Music. So I grew up with music all my life, from the moment I was born. We always had music going on. And both my parents play guitar. So when I was younger, I was kind of like, I want my own instrument, so I didn't want to play guitar. So I decided to play piano. I started when I was, I think, like 7 or so. And I've been singing my whole life. And the two kind of came together when I was about 13, and I started writing songs.
Is that when you started singing too?
I've been singing forever. I sang with my mom a lot because she does music too. She sings and writes. She does a lot of kids' music too, and so it's just been forever that I've been singing. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's kind of funny because both my parents are musicians, but they're both keyboard players.
Oh, really?
So I picked up the guitar.
See, that's what the theory is. You want your own thing, right?
Yeah. Well, let's not waste any more time, and what's the first thing you're going to play for us?
A song called Reasons.
Reasons.
Yes.
Okay. And is there a story behind it, or anything you want to tell us?
Maybe I should just play it first, and then you
Sure.
can kind of tell me what you think.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Road I'm
Let's hear it out there. Come on, everybody. All right. Got a little audience outside the studio here. Oh, awesome, man.
Thank you.
Just, I don't know, something about what you do. I like it.
Thank you. Thanks.
So, where was your inspiration for that then? Or
For the song?
yeah,
Gosh, I'm trying to remember when I wrote it. You know, I think kind of the best songs come out of when you write and you don't really know what's going on. You're trying to kind of figure out what's going on in your head, and you kind of just let it go and you write, and then it comes out. And a lot of the times I'm like, oh yeah, that's what was going on, or that's what was wrong, or that's what was, you know, going through my mind at the time. So I think it's kind of about just being stuck, you know, in the moment and what you're doing, being frustrated, and kind of that, you know, there is such thing as fate, or, you know, there must be a reason for what you're going through, and that, you know, it eventually will turn out okay in the end, I guess.
So do you write the music first, or does it all come together, or?
It really depends. I mean, sometimes I'll write the words first, sometimes the music first. Sometimes it'll take 20 minutes to write a song. Sometimes it'll take, you know, a couple weeks. So it really kind of depends on state of mind, the kind of song that it is, because I guess you can't really force creativity too much. You know, like you can't force yourself to, or at least I can't. I mean, some people can, but I can't sit myself down and say, you know, you have to write, because then you kind of get that stigma of, you know, you're looking on your shoulder and kind of saying, like, being too aware of what you're doing almost to actually let go and be creative.